Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another, this is exciting video, dare I say. We're going to talk a little bit about Arena and things that I want to see in it, and some things that I've seen some of the community say they want to see in Arena. And I'm also going to talk about a couple of game modes that I think would be really sweet in Escape from Tarkov for those days that you're just having a bad day and you just want to have some fun with your homies. So Arena is a thing that is coming to Escape from Tarkov. It is going to be its dedicated, you know, team-based kind of, I hate saying this because I know people always get pissed off, but quote-unquote Call of Duty style game mode. Now, which is weird to me because people always get upset when I make any comparisons between EFT and Call of Duty or any other, like, you know, competitive shooter. I've got some, the heck is this bit of fluff in my beard? Get out of here. But people always get super pissed off when I mention, you know, EFT and comparing it to like any other FPS game. Now, one question I would like to pose to you guys, your favorite, you know, multiplayer, let's say like arcadey shooters, okay? And then your favorite battle royale games and stuff like that. What are they all missing when you compare them to Tarkov? Yep, that's right. The gunplay. The gunplay in Tarkov is pretty much unmatched by any other game that is out there at the moment. The weapon customization is unmatched. The gunplay is unmatched. The intensity is pretty much unmatched because it's just the way the game is, the way, you know, your healing works, the way, you know, you lose limbs, the way your ammo affects everything, the way your weapon affects everything, the way the armor and everything that you have massively affects the way that you play the game, between your choice in optics to how you've modded your gun to the, like, the even your weapon choice, you know, picking something that's close range to medium range to long range, okay? So that's, like, all these options is what would make Tarkov like the perfect new, you know, or what will make arcade mode, arena mode in Tarkov the best form of, you know, potentially the best form of quote unquote arcade shooter since Call of Duty is now, you know, the reigning champion. And then we have other, you know, competitive games like Siege that I know a lot of people in the EFT community play. And then, you know, a lot of people in the EFT community have also been going back to games such as, you know, like Apex, and I know a lot of people are playing Warzone again because Warzone's apparently quite fun right now. And even myself, I've been playing PUBG a little bit recently. So playing games like that, you notice that the movement feels terrible, at least in PUBG. The shooting doesn't really feel great. And if it had Tarkov's shooting and Tarkov's movement, if Tarkov had mantling and stuff like that, would be, you know, really sweet. So with all that being said, lads, we're trying to hit 100k. Just going to plug this before we get into the meat of it. I'd really appreciate it if you guys could take the time to subscribe if you enjoy my content and you want to see more stuff like this in the future. And with that being said, let's get into arena mode. So, some things that I would like to see. I would love a bog standard team deathmatch with really quick respawns. Reason why I would like to see this, great for warm-ups. You go into arena before you play regular EFT, you pick your loadout, something similar to what you're going to be using that day. You play some team deathmatch, you warm up, you don't lose anything, and you just go in, you pop some heads, you feel nice and warmed up, then you swap over to, you know, regular Escape from Tarkov. A lot of fun. Another thing I would love to see as well, a domination style game mode where you have to hold certain points, capture certain points, not necessarily the same way that Call of Duty does it, although I think Call of Duty does it pretty well. I think something maybe similar to, if anybody's familiar with Ground War, where I believe in Ground War, or maybe it's more akin to like Battlefield style, where instead of only having 3 points, you actually have like, you know, like maybe like 8 to 10 points. And this could be a game mode for like a much bigger group of teams. And it could really make for some like really awesome, like competitive watching to where you're going to have certain people holding certain points. You're going to have certain people playing certain classes. You're going to have certain people be maybe heavier, but able to defend. And then, so, you know, people that are lighter that would maybe able to push and take points and progress and stuff like that. I think that'd be absolutely awesome. And then I think I would be really letting down everybody if I didn't mention something like Search and Destroy. Now, Search and Destroy in EFT would be really awesome because one round, you die. When you're dead, you got to wait for next round. And it's objective based. You've got to push in. You've got to defend the points. You've got to, you know, attack the points. You've got to find vulnerabilities in other people's defenses tactically and communicate with each other in order to plant the bomb and then have people come in and try and retake or something like that. I think this would be so sick in EFT. This would be so much fun. And honestly, the way that they would work the maps for this would essentially be you could just take chunks of like certain maps that are already in EFT, take them, copy paste them into arena mode for these maps, And then all you'd have to do is maybe do like a little bit of tweaking, maybe add some new cover, maybe add some new routes around the place just to make them, you know, quote unquote balanced, I guess, for search and destroy. So for example, a search and destroy map could be, you know, the side of customs that has like the big open factory area. And then at the very back, you've got ZB. That section there from like factory shortcut over to old gas station and then all the way back down to ZB could be one search and destroy map where you've got 5v5 and there's, you know, all these buildings you can hold and the bombs of Baby B where like the quest truck is for therapist, and maybe one of the bombs could be, I don't know, in one of the bigger warehouses or something like that. But obviously you'd have to provide some cover and, you know, some other pathways, maybe some like little underground tunnels that you can use and stuff like that. So you've got long range, short range, and medium range combat. And that's just like one example straight off the top of my head. There's probably dozens of examples of this. Like you could have a map that's just small, but it's just dorms. You know what I mean? Like you could just be dorms and you have to come in, you've got to assault dorms, and maybe one bomb is in, you know, 2-story, maybe one bomb's in 3-story or something like that. I don't know. But there's so much potential for like really, really awesome maps that can be made for Arena. And I am super excited to see what they do with this, because Arena looks like something that will be super fun to play when you get on EFT. You ever have those days where you get on EFT, you're on there for an hour or two, you're trying to do a quest, you're trying to make a little bit of money, but every fucking raid you go into, you just keep getting shot in the head. And there's nothing you can do about it. And then once you're burnt out on that, you can just be like, instead of like getting off EFT altogether, do you know what? I'm going to go play some Arena mode. Let me go play some Team Deathmatch or Domination or Search and Destroy with my buddies or whatever and just have a good time. Because most people, you don't have to take this competitively. You can just play this for fun. You know what I mean? This is what I've kind of started doing recently. I've kind of taken a step back from trying to be competitive in EFT and like being really good with it. I'm just trying to like have more fun with the game, because I've had my competitive streak in EFT. I've had, you know, my time of being a sweaty labs gamer. I've had my time of being a sweaty meta slave, and I just want to dick around. I just want to have fun. You know what I mean? And I think Arena is going to be fantastic for this. Now, we're going to get into the real meat and potatoes of this video, okay? For those of you that have stuck around this long, I would like to hear your reason in the comment section as soon as I mention what I'm about to say. A battle royale mode, lads. Yes, Twizzler has gone and said the two biggest no-no words in the EFT community. He said battle royale. Yes, I did. Could you imagine how awesome an Escape from Tarkov battle royale mode would be, with all of the attachments, all the different weapons, all the different customization, all the different medications, and all the map choice, and how awesome this would be? Lads, what I'm suggesting, battle royale, you pick a predetermined map at EFT, slightly altered, with more loot boxes around the place, more things to loot, more ground spawns for weapons and stuff like that you can simply go in and pick up and mod on the fly. You can also have airdrops come in, which we already have in the game. In these airdrops will be fully modified meta weapons or something like that, with some meta ammo for those guns, which you will be able to go and grab and use to your advantage. Maybe there'll be other things in the crates, such as if it's a duo versus duo kind of battle royale mode, maybe you can find a defibrillator, which you can use to revive your teammates, or other meds that just heal you up faster and other stims that give you buffs and stuff like that. Now, as I said, I'm going to want, you know, more loot on the ground, because obviously EFT isn't really designed to be a battle royale. So adding more loot boxes and adding spawns for weapons and meds and other random attachments and stuff like that on the ground is obviously going to be very necessary. And I think that limiting it to 30 players would be probably the perfect amount of people for the size of maps that Tarkov will be, because then you get that really fast-paced early game, gotta go and get, you know, my items before everybody else swarms these areas. And then the gameplay will slow down, and then you'll get to like the mid game, and then you get to the end game where it's a really intense fight between you and the last couple of people alive, which I think would be awesome. As far as something that would limit the size of the map, we're looking at something like a nuclear bomb, or, you know, chemical bombs are being dropped in the area. If you stay outside the zone, you're going to take more damage, and as more of them gets dropped, the longer you stay outside in the gas, the more damage you're going to take over and over again. Just your standard battle royale shit. You guys know the deal with this. You have to have a zone in a battle royale game, otherwise it doesn't make sense, because people will just find a place to hunker down. They'll sit there. There is no need for them to move out if they just want to sit there all game, and then you've got to go hunt them down. It could take forever to find people. This is why battle royales are on such massive maps, but they have zones to condense the players down into a specific area so you can get more action, and the games don't last for 12 hours. So I think that would be really, really cool. And I just think it would be a lot of fun. I think like them just messing around with just the concept of like a little EFT battle royale, just test it out, 10 players, whatever map, just see how it runs, see what they need to do to balance it and stuff. But I think that that would be an awesome mode to add into Arena. So you've got team deathmatch, domination, search and destroy, free for all, and then you've got like some kind of battle royale mode. Now, this one is my favorite, and I have kept this one for the very end. For those of you that are dedicated and watch to the ends of these videos, I very much appreciate your time, and I now want to let you guys know what one of my dream game modes in EFT would be if I could add it to Arena. So I'm not talking about a multiplayer thing where you fight other players. I'm talking about a co-op mode between you and your friends. And the way it works is very similar to Call of Duty Zombies. Now, everybody's very familiar with Call of Duty Zombies. We all know how it works. Some guns spawn on the wall. Some guns you gotta go spend $950 or whatever on opening the crate and see what random weapon you get. And what I am suggesting for this is that we have a mode where we start off with shitty weaponry, similar that you know, do in Zombies. It's a 4-player mode. We start in one specific area and we constantly get swarmed by scavs. As the waves increase, the scavs get more HP and the scavs get better weaponry. But you can also loot the scavs and you can take stuff off them. Now, something to reduce the congestion on the server, every time a round ends, the scavs will just despawn. So you've got to be quick. You've got to frantically loot them while you're mid-round in order to get, you know, more equipment, be it grenades, be it heals, be it ammo, be it weapons and attachments and armor and stuff like that. I think that would be really awesome, because not only do you have the time constraint, but also if your teammates get hurt, they will have to heal up before you end the next round. And you make the decision, well, we kind of have to kill this guy, otherwise he's going to do more damage to the rest of us. Or do we just let our teammates sit in the corner and heal while we try and defend him on the next round? Because you're going to want all of your teammates alive for this, because after a certain amount of rounds, the scavs then turn into raiders that will come and assault you. And then after the raiders attack you, the rogues come and attack you with their own unique loot pool. And then after the rogues come for you, the cultists come for you in big waves of silent death that you need to hope you don't get stabbed in, because the only way to get the antidote stim for rogues would be to actually kill one of them, then loot them and hope he has the antidote stim on him. And then we get to the end game. You are going to be assaulted by scav bosses and all of their cronies. So if you get unlucky enough to have groups of multiple Glockars run at you, you also have to deal with Glockar and his entourage of guards and weapons and armor and grenades and snipers and all that other kind of stuff. So this would be like a gauntlet that would be an incredible challenge to actually defeat. And I just think it would be super, super fun and fairly easily implemented, I would say. But obviously I'm not a, you know, game designer. I don't make games. But I think this could be a really, really sweet addition to the game. Now, this would be a 4-player mode, zombie style, with crates and buyable guns and attachments. And there will be traders on the map as well. Traders will be locked into their own little unique rooms. You've got to go up and talk to them and see what they have for sale so that you can mod your weapons and buy ammo and other equipment. Now, how do you make money to do this? Well, when you kill scavs, you can loot them, but also when you kill a certain enemy, you will just get a flat amount of dollars added to your money. Similar to when you headshot a zombie in Call of Duty, you will just get money, or every time you shoot them, you will just gain money. But you can also loot scavs, raiders, rogues, and cultists, and they can also have piles of money on them as well. And this is what you're going to use to drop to your teammates, or just keep for yourself in order to get your guys all geared up to where you're running slicks and altons and all that other kind of stuff, and have decent medication in order to survive the waves. Also, another mechanic that I would like to take from the zombies mode is you have to pay to move forward in maps. So there will be barricades in your way that will unlock areas that will have better traders, better cover, more maneuverability, and just more ways to defend yourself and hunker down and find better spots to defend yourself from the attacking AIs that are coming at you. So this is a mode I would die to see this in EFT. I would absolutely love to see this in EFT. I think a lot of people would really have a lot of fun with this. And it would just be, you know, meme content. It would just be such a good time to be able to just take a break from standard EFT and go play this, or the Battle Royale, or Team Deathmatch, or Domination, Search and Destroy, Free For All, whatever like that. I just think there's so much potential in Arena for so many fun game modes and so many unique game modes that BSG, I'm sure that they're going to come up with. And I'm very excited to see the first iteration of it that we are going to get this year, I hope. I'm very excited about it. So lads, with all my ranting and ravings out of the way, I would like you guys to leave comments down below and let me know what you would love to see in arena mode, what kind of game modes you'd love to see in arena. And if you guys made it this far in this video, I appreciate you. Thank you very much for watching. Please make sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe. You know yourselves. Check all the social medias down in the description. And lads, with all that being said, I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, my dudes.